What is up, guys, and welcome back to some more Subnautica. So, if you haven't noticed, the Cyclops has been updated, and they are calling this update Silent Running 2.0. It's just a minor one, it's not a big official one, so don't worry about that. But there are some changes now. And one of the most notable ones is you actually have to power up the engine now. So basically what that means is that when the Cyclops is stationary and you don't want to use extra power, you can turn off the engine. However, the oxygen and the lights will stay on, so that way you can do whatever you need to do or leave, so that way it's not taking up excess energy. So let's go ahead and power up the engine here. It does take a little bit, as you can see. Those sound effects are really cool. So another thing you can see is that the silent running is gone. Now we have rig for silent running over here. They changed it because people would be in silent running the entire time and kind of get away from being attacked. Now, I know a lot of you are instantly going to be like, oh, another nerf, the Cyclops is useless, and you guys are going to probably comment that anyway, but they added this, which is now an ability, which works for 30 seconds, and once clicked, you can move at any speed silently. So it's more of a getaway real quick and then use these speeds, any of them you want. So you can do flank, normal, or the slower one. There is a 2-minute cooldown, so that way you aren't abusing it. Now, one thing that they did to balance this, the normal speed is actually now what the flank speed was, and the flank speed is even faster. So it is incredibly fast, however, it will overheat now. I do have the Reddit post here we will read over real quick, just so that way you guys can see the specifics of it. So the silent running is an ability. The icon has been moved to the right hand side where we saw it. Entering it will enter a state where no noise is generated for the limited amount of time, no matter how fast the player is driving. It runs for 30 seconds with a 2-minute cooldown. While active, all external and internal lights will be shut down for the duration of the ability, but no other penalty will be incurred. And then, in the place where the silent running button used to be, we now have a turn off engine button. Turning off the engine will reduce Cyclops noise to 0. The Cyclops can be used as normal while in this mode, but cannot move. Once powered down, the speed buttons will be replaced with a power up engine button. Pushing the power up button will start the engine, which will take a few seconds before it is again active and can be used. Leaving the Cyclops will automatically power it down. And then the flank speed. Flank speed causes overheating and can create fires. 20 seconds of use will overheat the engine. Once overheated, dice is rolled every 2 seconds to determine if a fire is created. The longer the player stays in flank speed, the greater the chance of a fire per die roll. Heat is implemented as a hidden value that ramps up from 0 to 1 when applying throttle in flank speed. When not applying throttle, heat goes down and die rolls stop. No fires can be created if the player is not actively applying the throttle. This is also the case if the player switches out of flank speed. Oral warnings have been added to communicate this concept. Another really cool thing, they added a noise range indicator on the creature sonar. The size of the noise indicator directly correlates to the noise value of the Cyclops. Creatures within the indicator get more aggressive over time. Creatures outside of it get less aggressive. The aggression value is visually communicated through changing the creature's sonar blimp color. So let's check this out, because I actually haven't checked this out. Is that it right there? Oh, wow, look at that. That's really cool. Okay, so let's check. So we are making almost full noise, and that's what it is there. What about flank speed?
Flanked, emergency speed.
That is a way bigger.
Warning, calculating.
Alright, that's cool.
Ahead standard.
That's cool. I was wondering how it would look visually. Now, one thing I personally would love, but I don't think they would be able to do it, is kind of like an Overwatch with Lucio's healing. He has that ring. It would be cool to be able to see a ring like out there, just so that way we know where it is. And then like if we switch to our cameras, and let me switch it today real quick, and then we could see like the ring around us, just so that way we know in case like we're in the camera mode or something. That would be really cool. It's more of a luxury than a necessity, but it would be really cool. Also, shields repulse creatures and cause them to flee when they attack it, so it is more powerful than before. Almost identical to the Seamoth perimeter defense system now. So you guys should like that. I know a lot of you have said that you wanted that, and there you guys go. So let's check this out. We have the shield generator. Also, all this stuff has new icons now, at least for the fabricator. So I don't know, where am I going at? We need to go over here. So I don't know if it will visually show it, but regardless, the fact that it's like a perimeter defense like the Seamoth is really amazing. So let's see. Yeah, it just does the normal animation. Okay. That's what I expected. And then energy values have been retooled so the Cyclops can't break the first law of thermodynamics and charge batteries faster than it uses them. We already knew about that. We talked about it. You guys did not like that. Boy, did you guys not like that in the comments. But to combat this nerf, energy usage overall has been scaled back so the Cyclops can now drive for twice as long on the same amount of power as before. So that's really good to hear. They do also say that these changes will hit experimental within the next day or so. They already hit, and feedback is always appreciated. They took this feedback from you guys, from the community, and made these changes on the Cyclops thanks to you and everybody in the community. So the Cyclops has been changed quite a bit again. It's amazing how the Cyclops just used to be this big thing you just drive, don't really have to worry about anything, and now there's so much more involved with it, and it's really cool to see. So the next thing we do have to check out is the Sea Emperor. There have been sounds and I think some animations added. I haven't personally seen everything. I've seen a screenshot, so we will go check that out. One thing I do want to talk about before we move on to the Sea Emperor is that for the Cyclops, I will put the entire Reddit post link in the description. There is more information about why they made the changes specifically, so if you're interested in that, you can then check that out. I would definitely recommend reading it. Seeing why they changed everything and their reasoning is really cool. Also, that thing got changed, which is really cool. So let's check this out. What?
Are you here to play? The others came but played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone, and instead I have you.
Those sounds were insane. Why is the telepathy thing still there? Okay, it's gone now. Those sounds were insane, and the new sounds that it makes? That's crazy. Alright guys, so that first experience up there was quite a bit different. Oh. Oh, so that's back. Okay, so it looks at you again. Are you going to land there again? So that first one, the sounds were really cool. They did remove the music though. Now it sounds so empty. This definitely looks way more polished. Ooh. It's definitely not done though. Alright, so we have to activate this. So let's go ahead and activate this. Oh, look at that. That looks much better. That looks... That was cool. Obviously, the water spout out... Alright, I'm just going to say, obviously, everything is still not completely done. But that effect there was so cool. Can we just do this?
You gave me what I asked for. I give you what you seek. My young cannot be forced from their shells. They must be coaxed. This is what the others could not see. I give you this secret willingly. I hope I will not be disappointed again.
Awesome. Okay. So it seems like that is everything new. We will double check just to make sure that nothing is new with the hatching part. But I think that's everything. Alright, so these guys are stuck. It looks like these guys are stuck, so it definitely looks like they're working on them. Their necks are broke too. From what I can tell, it looks like their necks are broke. Alright, so that's pretty much everything that is new. The telepathy effect is new, and I'm really happy with it. That's really cool in my opinion. The sounds and the animation for the sand here is new, which is amazing. I really like how it makes a water jet and then pushes the sand away. It does need to be worked on a little bit, but it is not complete yet, so that is obvious. Another thing I want to address that some people have misunderstood is that the Sea Emperor, the voice actor, is a female, yes, but the Sea Emperor itself is not a female. The Sea Emperor is asexual and has no gender. However, in the game, it is revered as a mother symbol, but it is not technically a female. In fact, we can even look up the PDA that says in game that every creature on the planet is asexual. So if we go here, fauna reproductive data, this is the terminal that is locked in the Lost River base. It says this terminal contains extensive data on the reproductive methods of the local fauna. Fauna on the planet evolved with a single gender, capable of both egg laying and insemination. Eggs once laid usually require genetic material from a second individual to reach maturity. In rare cases, there is only one true parent, with evolutionary mutation introduced by the effects of the environment itself on the delicate genetic structure of the child. Research appears to have been focused around hatching conditions and genetic variations between parent and child. This is consistent with the theory that the aliens were invested in manipulating the life cycle of the local species to their ends. I know we've talked about this too many times, but for some reason people still want to argue the fact, and as long as there's those people, I will argue back. So the Sea Emperor is not a female, guys. I'm sorry to say it, sorry to do it, but it is not a female. So that is everything for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy the new animation, sounds, and all of these Cyclops updates, make sure you hit that like button. I'm actually really happy with the new Cyclops and everything they did to it. It definitely fixes the flaws that were in it. It's no longer an invincible machine, but it definitely has some buffs now, especially with all of the upgrades and whatnot. And the fact that you can do the silent running in any speed is actually amazing, in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you aren't a current subscriber, be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with all the Subnautica news and content. And as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.